sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting this evening come, watching the ships roll in. Then I'll watch them roll away again. What's up, fight fans? I'm J. Cotto. Welcome to Boxing and Coffee. And of course, I'm just going to wait for you guys to catch up. And let's talk some boxing, man. We have a lot to talk about. So good morning to you. Happy Sunday. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. Good morning, everybody. Let's talk some boxing. Like nothing's gonna come my way, so I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. No doubt. What's going on, Hybrid? Good morning, brother. No doubt. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. Yes. Good morning, everybody. No doubt, man. Good morning. It's Sunday. We got an hour extra. The shit turned back. You know, they're turning back time on us or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But personally, me, I don't give a shit. It is what it is. Before I enter the plantation, of course, wanted to speak some boxing with you guys. Peace to Lord High Executioner as well. Peace to you, my brother. Good morning. Good morning to all my boxing brothers. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, man. That right there was that classic you heard right there. You know, that was a classic. That was a real classic. That was Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay. And well, you know what I'm saying? That's how I always get my Sunday morning. But you guys, man, just gonna wait for this this viewer count to go up, but we're gonna talk some boxing. A lot of people, I mean, I'm only speaking for myself when I say this. I was the first one. What's up, Red Glove Militant? Yo, Red, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to show you something. When I got this collectible, I was thinking of you, brother. Check it out. Yeah. I think you know where I'm going with this. No doubt. There goes the Red Glove Militant holding 2 AKs. You know what I'm saying? Holding 2 AKs. No doubt. I was thinking of you, my brother. But yeah, so good morning, man. Peace to everybody. You know, I'm just gonna wait a little bit more, about maybe 2 more minutes, then we can get into it. Now, a lot of people, and like I said before, I'm only speaking for myself when I say this, but a lot of people were saying, and I come to find this out this morning, that it was, you know, that Kovalev took a dive, and you know, I'm not the only one saying it, even though and I'm gonna go ahead and say I was the first one to say it. You know what I'm saying? Now, there have been many fights where a lot of guys took punches flush on the chin in order to, you know, make it look good, because they have to make it look good. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, other conspiracy theories where, you know, Kovalev was old, and, you know, and he looked like he came out of retirement for this and blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right, whatever. You know, I'm going with the shit was a fucking fluke. This was WWE Boxing Entertainment. You guys already know my stand with Canelo Alvarez, and if you don't, I am fully prepared. My AK-47 is fucking locked and loaded and ready to spray anybody who needs the facts that when I'm about to say and what I'm about to do, you guys are gonna look at this the same way I am, and other boxing heads from eras way before this one are saying that this old trying to make Canelo the all-time great Mexican fighter ever is a fluke. This is all a fluke. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to point out one great that has done this already, and he has done it in multiple, I repeat, in multiple weight classes, starting from super welterweight, middleweight, light heavy, cruiser. You know what I'm saying? This has been done. Titles have been captured already in this, but it's just the way it was done, and how it was done against who it was done against, who the titles were taken from, who the titles were then defended against. You see, it's not only fight quality, it's pure boxing. And this era lacks pure fucking boxing. Canelo Alvarez is not better than Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Never be better than Monzon. Never be better than Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, it just goes on and on. But people want to try to force this down our throat. Okay, well, I'm going to basically, let me see if I can share this with you. I really want to share this with you guys because you know I really want to share this with you. I'm not sure if I'm able to. Uh, Let me see if I can do this. All right. Not sure if you guys can see it. All right. I'm not sure if you can see it. Okay, I'm sharing it. I'm not. Hope you guys can see it. I hope you guys can see it. But Sabash Kunar, what's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome, and good morning. Okay, what you see before you here uh is basically box rec. Okay, and what I did here was I went to Tommy the Motor City Cobra Hearns. That's right. I went straight to his resume because I wanted to show the fluidity of one's move to become an all-time great for real, for real. Okay, not this shit where you're going to skip and keep skipping, right? You're going from middleweight. First you're going to 155 Phantom Ghost fucking Space Ghost division, right? You go from there 155 to a stalling 160, then you go up, then you come back down, then you go up two more. I mean, it's retarded what's going on here. Now, Tommy Hearns, of course, has done and has fought magnificent fighters from Benitez to Sutherland, right? And this was super welterweight. Now, when we move on into the middleweight division, we've got motherfuckers who had titles, who had great records, who were knockout artists, right? I mean, you take a look at it. As I'm going up. So Marv, he went from super welterweight, then he went into the fucking middleweight division, right? Lost to Marvelous Marvin Hagler, then won the NABF title, right? Then won the WBC. I mean, this is what it was about. And take a look at the names and take a look at the Iran Barkley, for Christ's sake. I mean, mind you, he's still in the middleweight division. Okay, he's still in the middleweight division. This was 86, going into 88. Okay, 86, 88. Now we move into 89, which is super middle, right? Then in 91, he moves up into the light heavy. I mean, and take a look at the names, take a look at the records of the fighters that these guys. I mean, this was done with fucking meaningful fucking status. It wasn't done all the way to cruiserweight, bro, and winning a title. I mean, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this has been done, and the way it's been done, it's to a point where when you look at Canelo Alvarez and what he's doing and how he's doing it, you're taking the champ, but you're not fighting you're not fighting the guys that fill in the champ. You feel what I'm saying? There is a division. And this is what I mean about what I was talking to with Lord High Execution. A peace to you, my brother. This is what I mean about where, you know, it gets to a point where, you know, you got this shit where taking a dive and fixing fights. You know what I mean? I mean, one has to get hit, but he wasn't really hit flush that hard, man. I mean, you can tell Kova. You know, it wasn't one of those things where it's like, you know, when I saw it, I was like, okay, wow. Go ahead, take a rewind. Canelo hold back on that, and you could tell that he didn't even know that which shot he was gonna lay him down with. He was ready to walk away with the first one, then he turned a little, and then he just hit him, and he fell down. That wasn't even hard enough to knock him the fuck. I mean, come on, man. Let's really talk. Let's really talk. You know what I mean? Let's really talk, fellas, because I I can't let shit like this get away. You know, I can't let things like this get away with shit. You know what I mean? You know, Red Glove says the new era fans just wanna believe these guys are better than anything that came before. The shame comes when they want to discredit the greats in the name of modern day diva. Yeah, no doubt, Red, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. And it's to a point where, you know, when you look at Tommy Hearns and what he did, it's already, and it was done with such class that now when you take a look at Canelo, he's trying to do it, but with shortcuts. With shortcuts, guys. This is being done with shortcuts, man. This is all being shortcutted, man. And Canelo's taking shortcuts. He's not even fighting ranking contenders. Like, okay, you win this title now. You're talking about going back down to 160 would be a big strain. Motherfucker, you hardly fit into that dress, motherfucker. You diva ass nigga, you hardly fit into 160, dogs. You walked around 180. I don't even know why you had a fucking rehydration clause. You know why? Because you're a phantom ass nigga. That means you're able to transition in between weights. You can do it. You like to say it's hard, but it's not really for you. And you motherfuckers got a secret. It's clenbuterol. It cuts fat like a motherfucker. And you guys are still on it. As long as you got the WBC, which got fucking VADA, and the rest of these niggas in their pockets, Golden Boy will always be right. That's why I don't fuck with Golden Boy, son. So I don't fuck with them. And I told the zone, like the zone, I told Eddie Hearn, I told all these motherfuckers, man. I said this before, I'll say it again. You keep fucking with these dudes, they're gonna fuck your business up with this WWE shit. You think I'm fucking kidding? It ain't no hate. It ain't no hate. I used to follow Golden Boy until I saw the fuckery, son. Until I saw the fuckery. You know when the fuckery really started with Canelo? I'm gonna point it out and go check it out. Right after Floyd Mayweather Jr., and I'm not a follower of Floyd Mayweather Jr., so do not call me a Flomo. He boxed the shit out of fucking Canelo Alvarez, and us doubting him. Oh, he's fighting all these guys and fighting. And now that I take a look back at that fight, Floyd Mayweather Jr. gave Canelo Alvarez the fucking business, and these guys could have too. Now I'm not saying that everybody that Canelo fought it was a lay down, no, but what I'm saying here, and we're gonna have to fucking agree. No more agreeing to disagree. We're gonna have to fucking agree here. It's already Canelo will always have his hand held by someone. He's always going to have his hand held by someone. It's either a judge, a ref, a fucking boxing commission who's calling themselves a franchise. What boxing commission calls himself a franchise? This is why I called the WBC a long time ago the what boxing commission. Because what boxing commission calls himself a fucking franchise? Are you fucking kidding me? This is all a fucking fluke. So now Oscar De La Hoya was talking shit about Floyd Mayweather and everybody else who was trying to find the loopholes within the matrix of boxing to make their money and shit on promoters that were shitting on fighters. Now all of a sudden it's become something where if you do it too, Oscar De La Hoya is going to kick and scream. Here's the facts. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was doing it. Oscar De La Hoya was kicking and screaming. As soon as Floyd Mayweather Jr. found out that motherfuckers were starting to make $3, $4, $5 million up in PBC, he kicked and screamed and complained. Know what I'm saying? Yes, hybrid. Floyd took Canelo to fucking school, and I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that fight again before I have to go to fucking plantation. You know what I'm saying? It's not even that. It's not even that I hate Canelo. It's I hate his political fucking maneuvers within the sport of boxing. This shit sucks, bro. This should not be at all. This should not be at all. You know, people should be saying to themselves, yo, what the fuck, man? You know? Now there was already a Canelo detractor earlier that came out and said, oh, but Canelo is an all-time great. No, he's not. No, he's not. In the standards of really being an all-time great, let's talk about what it takes to be an all-time great. First of all, I can respect going up in divisions in weight classes. I can respect that. But for Christ's sake, if there's a meter, if there are levels to this shit, like you motherfuckers talk, then why aren't you going through the fucking levels? Why aren't you going through the levels? If these are levels, why aren't you going through the levels? You know why? Because the levels are too hard. The levels will expose you. Those within those levels will expose you. The fighters that these fighters and you the fight fans who follow those fighters that see these contenders, as to minute are the ones that are supposed to be part of your puzzle within that division to help you go to another division like Terrence Bud Crawford. This is exactly why you can consider him pound for pound. This is exactly why you consider, because he went through his weight classes and closed them. Now he's gonna do it in this. It's gonna be hard for the welterweight, right? So this is what I mean. Where is Canelo closing? Where is it? An all time. That's what it takes to be an all time great. You have to at least have had unified or have fought fucking high ranking fucking fighters. Now, you know when the fuckery started with Canelo? My bad. Fuckery started with Angulo. Right after Floyd Mayweather Jr. fucked him up, he started fighting, and Angulo ain't hold back. Angulo laid the fuck down too. Because when Angulo came back, all of a sudden Angulo got victories. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. We see through this shit, bro. You know how many fights in the 80s we've seen that motherfuckers done laid down? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. These aren't the droids you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, I see it like this, guys. The respect for Canelo that I had, you know what I'm saying? It stopped at the Angulo fight. Start seeing the fuck around. And all of a sudden he's shoulder rolling. After that, and all of a sudden he's a fluent fighter. But then when he fights GGG, all of this talk, right? It's like somebody holding a dude back. And the dude keeps talking shit, knowing that he's being held back. But the moment they let him go and stuff like that, he's gonna go right back around the person and keep talking shit as long as there's something in between. And that's what Canelo did with Triple G. He did it. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. Like, this whole thing was ass backwards. And this is why I don't feel sorry for Triple G. And if you want me to give you the rundown on it, I'll give you the rundown on it. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I don't feel bad for Triple G is simply because Triple G, okay, shouldn't have had taken the second fight. Triple G was in charge. Triple G was in charge. He was side A. Loeffler fucked up on him. You know what I mean? Loeffler fucked up on him. Loeffler really fucked up on him. Loeffler was supposed to say, no, 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 no. You're not fighting these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna fight these guys. What you're gonna do is you know what I'm saying? You're gonna clean your system, get better, and then we'll deal with that. But no, they didn't want to do it like that. They didn't want to do it like that. And because of what happened, now look at him. He lost everything. He traded everything for 40 mil that he didn't even see the whole 40 mil. Guarantee. Triple G most likely out of that 40 mil probably saw maybe 30, 28 after. And I know Loeffler got hit off on the side. I don't care what anybody says, bro. If you pay close attention, like think about it. If GGG was your top man, and even though the first fight, you know what happened, and you know it's a robbery. I'm not putting him in there again with especially with the clenbuterol shit. I never would have put him in there. But since Golden Boy got money and they got the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, they're not even supposed to be favoring a promotional company like this, bro. What is a boxing commission? You know what I'm saying? You know, what's up, Ski? Ski Split, what's going on? StreamYard is pretty cool. It streams pretty smooth. I like it. I like it. I miss Google Hangouts, but this is pretty cool. You know, it gets to a point, gentlemen, ladies, it gets to a point that as a boxing fan, you have to really, look through the veil and say to yourself, like, this is bullshit. Kovalev laid the fuck down. You may not like it. You may not like what I'm saying. You may think that, oh, it's fucking retarded, Jay. Stop it. You listen. Take a good look at that shot. You know what I mean? And like I said, I was the first one to call it. I said, yo, Kova's gonna lay down. Kova's gonna lay, and now everybody sees it. That was a lay down, son. That was a lay down. That was a lay fucking down fucking. You know what I mean? And this is all an agenda. When a promotional company has an agenda, they have that money prepared to tell this motherfucker, look, you lay the fuck down, we'll give you this, that, and the third. It's all politics. Let's just say Canelo Alvarez was paid an extra $5 million against Floyd Mayweather to take it easy on Floyd, right? Because if you really look at the shots on how Canelo was missing and looking sloppy and stuff like that, I mean, weigh it out, weigh it out, weigh it out, weigh it out. The fight before that, but yeah, he's on point with everybody else. Then after that, it was like my man didn't even need sunglasses because he wasn't even lumped the fuck up. He just couldn't look the people in the eye. I called that out too a long time ago. This is where all the fucking Canelo moles came in and started hating. Now Canelo fans, I respect y'all, the fans, but the maniacs, the fucking the fanatics, these guys that come out, I can't honor. You know what I'm saying? I can't honor you. I can't. You know what I mean? Hybrid says he says they honored Canelo as a fourth division champ in the montage before the fight even took place. That's another thing where you can take a look at how they're selling it and how you already know how it's gonna go. The Andy Ruiz and Anthony Joshua fight was more real than this shit that y'all got. You know what I mean? And I feel bad for y'all. I feel bad for y'all who work hard for your hard-earned dollar, and you waste your hard-earned money that you possibly even put overtime in for. You know what I'm saying? Just to watch this fight, and just for you to not even get robbed, for you to be insulted, because that's how I took it. I'm like, these motherfuckers think I'm stupid. These guys think I'm fucking dumb. That's how I took it. That's how I take these things. I take these things as the motherfucker who's selling me the product is selling me a defective product, and he thinks I'm stupid enough to fucking purchase this. I'll get it secondhand. That's how I saw the fight. Secondhand. I didn't see it off the DAZN app. I don't give a fuck. What I did was I waited. It was downloaded on YouTube, and I saw it. About 3 in the morning, I saw it. Don't give a fuck. And it went the way I said, son. The way it said, you guys can fucking go against Baba Yaga. I don't give a fuck. I've already proven my point. Everybody who's real knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've seen boxing for a long fucking time. And I'm just gonna say this very clear. For those that used to fuck with me, that are still going around talking shit, I'm gonna let you know something. Between that Pac and Thurman situation, I already defeated you, right? Had we went into Had we proceeded into another debate and it would have went down the way it did, my man, your channel would have closed down. So admit the facts that I beat you then, and I would have given you the rest of your torso after. Had I really fucking give you. So I saved your reputation and I gave you life, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stop talking shit, because you know I whooped that ass. You and somebody did the Bruce Lee, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got hurt, son. Like, it is what it is. Star Wars Dad, what's going on, brother? Peace. Everybody say what's up to my man John, the Star Wars Dad. I hope you're feeling well, man. No doubt, my brother. I hope you're feeling well, brother. Oh, shit. Hybrid says I canceled my DAZN subscription after the Logan Paul nonsense. I got it here though, so I can still tune in, no doubt. Peace to everybody on the check, and no doubt, man. This is Coffee and Boxing with your boy G Cotto. You know what I'm saying? Good morning to y'all. Happy Sunday. You know what I mean? And and like I said, I respect guys that put gloves on and stuff like that and do all this shit. But at the same time, that's like giving a tarnished trophy. That's like saying thank you when you really don't mean it. That's like apologizing, like so when you give us these fights and we can see right through it, it's to a point that you're insulting us. Same thing with the What Boxing Commission, the WBC, and the rest. And then these agencies, when they fail us with telling us the truth and stuff, like they expect us to respect them and believe everything they're telling us. But and then when we go and dig and do our own research and we find out you dirty motherfuckers, all of a sudden we're the bad guys. Get the fuck up on out of here, son. For real. Like it's you bitch ass niggas could bounce on stilettos. You know what I mean? You guys can bounce on stilettos, man. Like I said, there was a time where I respected Canelo. I can't. I stopped. I stopped with that shit a long time ago. And the way I see it is like this: a promotional company like Golden Boy has enough money to let go of stars, and especially guys who were already champions, like Luis Ortiz, who was WBA champ at a certain point, signed on the Golden Boy, and he left because they were paying too much attention to Canelo. So it's really this is why they like the franchise. Like Golden Boy ain't a franchise either. So if anything, Canelo is a franchise, but to himself. Let's get that straight. You can franchise yourself, like Floyd Mayweather did with the TMT and shit, and Manny Pacquiao did with his shirts and stuff like that. That's the only way. Boxing is not that way. There's no official boxing gear. Bronson, what's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? There's no official boxing gear. So this is what I mean about these franchise champions. Like, what franchise? What franchise do you speak of? These are promotional companies. These are promotions. These are commissions. Where do you see franchise? These are totally different. I mean, you don't believe me? Look in the dictionary. Look up fucking commission, and then look up. You know what I'm saying? All right, my brother, Red Glove, no doubt, my brother. Peace to you. God bless. Stay vigilant, my bro. You know how? It's totally different. So I'm just gonna have to call a spade, and that was the laydown of the century for me. You know what I'm saying? Sanctus, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Hashtag come back to boxing. Good to see you, my bro. No doubt, man. No doubt. Yeah. Old school subscriber here. No doubt. So it just gets to a point, man. You know what I'm saying? We all know what boxing is, bro. And especially if you fuck with me, you know exactly what it is. You know what the shenanigans are. You know exactly how to call it down the line. You know how to, you know what I mean? It can get to a point where you want both on your plate, because and then you'd be full of shit. You'd be flip flopping, right? So you've got to tell the truth. Either you're gonna lie and stand up for propaganda, or you're gonna stand up for the truth to knock down propaganda and see through the lies. You know what I'm saying? I stand with seeing through the lies and knocking down the propaganda. You know what I mean? And that's with everything. So everybody's got to do it, man. No doubt, Sanctus, man. No doubt, man. It's good to see you, man. So that's just how I feel about this thing. Now with let's get into the franchise champion shit with Lee Haney and stuff like that. Listen, did I say Lee Haney? Lee Haney's a bodybuilder. My bad. With Devin Haney. Uh, you know, can't respect that. What I can't respect is Terrence Bud Crawford saying, "Nah, you keep that shit. That's not for me." That I can respect with all my heart and soul. But I cannot respect motherfuckers that are just gonna take a title and say, "Yeah, I'm a title," like this Charlo cat, right? This Charlo cat. He lost his title, Tony Harrison. Then all of a sudden, he got gifted one. What sense did that fight make then? Right? Khalil, what's going on? Khalil, no doubt, brother. No doubt, Sank, but cut from a different cloth. No doubt, brother. No doubt. He sure is, man. He sure is. You know what I mean? And it just gets to a point that, you know, you can't say that a fighter who takes a strap, and this is why I'm ashamed that I said that Lomachenko, a fighter who takes a strap and then is gonna wave it around like if he fought and beat a lot of motherfuckers for it, and then call motherfuckers out, and never fight those motherfuckers he's calling out. Like if this was supposed to be. No, that's not boxing, bro. That's nowhere near an all-time great. That's nowhere near, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not disrespecting these fellas, because to us it may not look rough and tough. I've been there before. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to understand that when you do these things and just take a title like that, and then you're all braggadocious, and you want to say, we're gonna look at you like, what the fuck are you talking about? You fought no one. There we go, hybrid. You know what I'm saying? And it's just ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Jamel lost to Harrison, and Jamal got gifted a WBC. Now, what's gonna happen with Tony Harrison? Right? He was supposed to fight. Something happened. You know, he represented Crunk Boxing, Manuel Stewart, right? And this is what gets me mad, bro. This is what gets me mad about this. That he's supposed to be shown and improving. You know what I mean? This is a mantle. It's like a Bentley. What would a Bentley be without the fucking, or Rolls Royce be without the emblem in the front, son? That emblem that's in the front, you already know what the fuck it is. You already know what you're getting. So when you got Crunk Boxing stamped on you, you should already know what's to come, right? And there's none of that. You know what I'm saying? Sanctus says Haney and Jamal are overly happy at getting scraps off the next man's plate. They should be more furious about being sunned. Exactly. Exactly. That's why Bud Crawford said, I ain't your whooping boy. I am not your whooping boy. You ain't whooping me around like that. Now, Devin Haney, of course, is young. Maybe he fits into this era with these. Maybe that's okay. That's them. Me personally, unless he's going to fight somebody like a Lomachenko, or you know what I'm saying, somebody that's worth, or is making themselves worth, then I'll fuck with that. But I can't. I cannot watch these serial face boxers, bro. I've been calling this shit out for years like that. I've been calling them this for years. Serial face boxers, bro. You know who was the first serial face boxer that they tried to put up there, but he failed miserably? Danny Garcia, right? They tried it. They tried it. They tried it. They tried it with the Salka. They tried, right? And then look what happened. Then Adrian Brona didn't work out, right? Then they seen Keith Thurman. Then Thurman got injured. So whose dick did they jump on? They jumped on Porter's dick lastly, but ultimately they jumped on who? Errol Spence Jr. So Errol Spence Jr. is now the fucking front runner for PBC. Instead of them putting Manny Pacquiao as the front runner for PBC, which would make fucking sense if you got somebody like that, right? But instead, no. They do these social media experiments on us, and they just throw it out there to see what we're gonna say, how we're gonna react. You know, it's smart, great marketing. Look what Floyd Mayweather did. Reason why? It was curiosity that made him a millionaire. You know, yes, it was for some, it was a skill. For some, it was a skill because they wanted to see that, the way he had the shoulder roll and all that. Okay, no doubt. But at the same time, what really, really brought the massive amount of money in was this motherfucker has to be Floyd Mayweather. I want Floyd Mayweather to lose. Is Floyd Mayweather gonna, is Floyd Mayweather gonna get beat by this guy? Is this guy gonna beat it? Is he gonna beat the Da Vinci Code? Right? It was all curiosity. Same thing with the movies, with the Last Jedi. The reason why the Last Jedi made so much money, the reason why Han Solo made even reached $230-something million was simply because of curiosity. People wanted to see, what is, then when they came out, I want my money. Most of them wanted their money back, and if they were able to do that, they would have gotten a refund. That shit never would have, right? It's the same thing here. It's the same thing here. It's all marketing. It's all, you know what I'm saying? And these guys have to actually know what they're doing when they do that. So now, when, like I said before, I'll say it again. When Mike Tyson says that these guys today aren't gladiators, they aren't warriors, they're businessmen. In his time, you know, it was different. This, in their time, they were beasts. They were gladiators. They were warriors. They had people taking care of that. Maybe that's possibly why fighters now are seeing more money than the other guys. Not saying that that there wasn't the same money back then, because can you explain to me how Mike Tyson is still the highest paid, was, and still is, if you look in the record books, the highest paid fucking heavyweight champion of the world? Hmm? Hmm? And Deontay Wilder talking about he better than him, and all these heavyweights like to shame Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson was the one that bought in the Brinks trucks, kid. Mike Tyson will get paid 2 Brinks trucks. You know what I mean? And it started with 10 mil, then 15, then 25, then 30, then 38, then 40, then 45. Then it just kept going up from there. And nobody has yet to fucking do that. You know why? Because motherfuckers don't fight as hard as motherfuckers did back then. You got football players still playing as hard and still fucking catching injuries and stuff like that. They haven't watered that down. They haven't watered down fucking baseball, but they're watering down boxing. And boxing is so boxing right now is the least dangerous sport. We can't even look at it like that anymore. You know what's the most dangerous sport now, bro? Ice hockey. Ice hockey. Not even UFC. Ice hockey. And UFC should be the most deadliest sport right now because of the fucking steroid abuse and the PED abuse. Like, these motherfuckers, there's not one. Go take a look. These are facts, gentlemen, ladies, children of all ages. These are facts. Go take a look at UFC under Dana White. There's not one where you have nobody that nobody tested positive. They all, if not fucking 1/3 of that card tested positive with a PD, or they found some shit or a problem happened within that category of fucking failing a test, it's all been there. Not shitting on UFC. I'm just saying. Right? Then with boxing, you got this where motherfuckers used to get penalized and now all of a sudden they letting shit go. Now I know why baby Gerald Miller, who failed fucking 3 tests in 2 sittings, is fucking gonna get signed, because he's getting signed to Top Rank Boxing. So Bob Arum was like, all right, listen, I need this kid. Regardless, he eats all the hamburgers. I'm gonna need this guy, in the future. So be a little lenient on him, okay, guys? All right, Uncle Bob loves you. And that's Bob Arum right there. Now I know why. And as much as I love Bob Arum, that's fucking dirty, son. But you know what, Bob? Maybe him being under you, it'll be to a point where he knows he can't fuck up again. Sank says, reminds me of Jose Canseco becoming the first $5 million a year. Mofos were mad as fuck. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, bro. And there's a difference between steroid use and steroid abuse. Steroid use, you're old or you have a certain deficiency that requires you to, take that to give you, certain enhancing strength to move along your day. And, that's steroid use. Steroid abuse is where you take the shit knowing that it's going to give you more physical strength and more, and you use it to gain advantage over your opponent or competitor Simple. It's real easy to run a fucking commission, to run a fucking testing agency. It's real easy. You know, the main factor, tell the truth. If this nigga's pop dirty, I don't give a fuck who you are, how many millions you burn. You nigga, you dirty, you're dangerous. Get the fuck, nigga, you suspended for a year, and here's $100,000 fine, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Gabriel, what's going on, brother? Good morning. Good morning, brother. No doubt, we're having some coffee and boxing talk. No doubt, brother. Gabriel says Canelo did not have to fix the fight. The rehydration clause helped him. Mm. You know that I had said that earlier. That was in there as well, no doubt. Fighting a tired and old boxer helped him win. Don't believe Kova. Don't belittle Kovalev by saying that he took a dive. Boxing fans, Kovalev went to the ER. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, can you blame Gabriel? Can you blame the fight fans for the fuckery that Golden Boy has given us? Can you watch the fight again like we have and actually see that these things were crazy? Like, you know what I mean? It's just my boxing opinion, brother. I respect yours fully and humbly, no doubt. You know what I mean? But it looked fixed to me. And from a motherfucker who's been watching since '84, and I've seen fixed fights, bro, that Canelo hit him, Kovalev, and then he was gonna walk away. He turned around and he just fucking threw his shoulder. He didn't even punch sweat off of Kovalev. Kovalev just fell down. Then when he got up, notice how Kovalev was up and at him when he got up, giving interviews and smiling. You know what I mean? Like, we all know Kovalev for not having as well, okay? For these past fights, which probably 5, we all know Kovalev being a fucking, being a sore losing ass and making excuses so far from these past 5 fights. You know what I mean? We don't know him with having that good sportsmanship, But I can respect what you're saying, Gabriel. I can definitely respect that. I can definitely respect that. I like I said, it just looked suspect to me. It just looked a bit, suspect to me. I just feel that me and Golden Boy, I had parted ways with them about maybe 6 fights ago. On top of them trying to pass this transgender boxing thing, where I feel that it's very dangerous and that would just tarnish the sport of boxing because you know what I'm saying. You know, someone can get hurt. Someone can get really hurt. So, you know, just like the UFC has let a transgender man go into the women's division and crack 2 skulls, which needed staples, man. Two females needed staples because a man can't hang in a man's world. Same thing going on with these, and this is what I'm saying. I mean, call me transphobe, call me. I really don't give a shit. I'm about the truth, and a man does not belong in there with a woman with no within a combat sport. Okay, now for you feminists who feel belittled, and because I'm saying that a woman cannot hang with a man, I'm not saying in all instances because there are women out here who can fuck men up, but they're not fucking up or they're not gonna be able to hang with a real alpha. You understand? Like in combat, women hold more pain, but men are much, much more durable and stronger. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys can't keep doing this where you want the same rights, and then as soon as something happens, you want people's lives taken away and shit like that. Like, within a combat sport, if you're gonna put a woman in a ring with a man who transitioned into a woman, I mean, all the motherfucker did was stitch in a wig, do some hormones, enhance his chest, and possibly surgically remove this penis and turn it inside out. But structurally, did you change the bone? Did you change the DNA, the chromosomes? No, you did not. That's still a man. Yes, sir, Gabriel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm serious. Look it up. Golden Boy. They, as a matter of fact, in 2018, they had their first transgender match. You know what I mean? I can understand, a gay boxer. Okay, you know what I'm saying? At least the dude is male, regardless. He likes male. That's his forte. Fine, but he's still boxing males. You feel me? I respect that more than more than a man just transitioning and excuse me, just turning into a fucking a woman. You know what I'm saying? And just going in there and then just beating the shit out the woman and then coming out. Thank you very much. Guys, I feel like a lady. It's fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking nuts. It's nuts, man. That Hydron Collider they got in Sweden, bro. I'm telling you, in 2012 they activated that shit, and we went into another fucking dimension where everything is backwards. Bad is good, good is bad, man is woman, woman is man. It's only some of us who had the strong mind and was with the creator that actually survived that and has some type of force field over us that we fucking still know what's going on and we see what's going on. It's only a few of us. It's only a few of us. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, I'm not putting nobody down, yeah, if you want to do that, then fine, you go and transform yourself, You become a transformer and transform yourself and become whatever the fuck you want to become. That's on you. I'm not knocking that, but what I am saying is that if you're a man and you just transitioned into a woman, all you did was enhance yourself to look like something. That's all you did. You may feel certain way inside, but the fact is the fact. Your soul, what makes you, you're a fucking man. And there's nothing else, no medicine, no science that's going to switch that. There is that, unless you're put back in the womb and you're reborn. You feel what I'm saying? There's no way around it, bro. But if this is what your forte is, fine. But like I said, my problem is just like I said, you used to be a man, you still are, and you're in there with a woman. That's dangerous. That's some fucked up shit. That's some crazy shit. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of cousins and shit that that are females that are into the MMA shit, and we were sitting down talking, and I told them, you know what I'm saying, don't fight a transgender, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, cause you know what I'm saying. Then I'll shit. If I'm at ringside, son, psh, hurt my female cousin like that. Regardless, she signed weavers or weavers. Regardless, I don't give a fuck about any of that. Son, I'm beating the shit out that nigga. Transgenders are already breaking records in high school and college. Feminists should be against that. Exactly, Gabriel. I like I said, where are these full of shit feminists and these Me Too's and all these fucking where are they? Where are they? This is what I mean. This is how you can tell it's an agenda. They'll stand up against shit that you believe in, and then they'll act like the shit they're supposed to stand against with you didn't even exist. It never happened. Fucking retarded people, bro. Retarded people. Retarded people. And when I mean retarded, like I always say, it's not the condition. It's being left back. These people are so, I don't know where they came from. I don't know where these people came from. I never knew that people like this existed. I knew that there was greed. I knew that there was all types of shit, but I never knew that there was going to be some shit called fucking uh uh second place, bro. Like second place is first place now. It's crazy. There's no more achieving. There's no more setting goals. There's no more coming out on top as number one to prove who is the best between what. There's no more of that. Now second place is first place. You're supposed to say, "Oh, you still won regardless. Here's your trophy." I don't know. you know, and regardless of the fact, it just gets down to a point that it's not cool. It's not cool to do that, man. You know what I mean? People are supposed to know what it is for hard labor, what it is to break your back, or what it is to, to try to achieve and overcome, all obstacles and baptism under fire and going through, you know what I'm saying, attrition in order to become great, or and uh, these days that shit don't exist. It only exists in motherfuckers like ourselves, that we know the way shit's supposed to be. So maybe we should just sit back, right? Because this is the way I'm looking at life now. I'm 45. I'm chilling, right? So I'm just sitting back in life, watching this culture that contains, what our culture had, which is sports and entertainment, and I'm watching them fuck their own shit up. Meanwhile, I'm laughing because they're criticizing on what they couldn't do in our era, right? On what we grew up watching, on how we was raised, on how we went, where we came from, and how we took the time out to sit back and educate ourselves and respect, right? And these motherfuckers. So we're just sitting back, us old folk now, sitting back and just laughing at these motherfuckers self-destruct and fuck everything up and fall for lies and cry and dye their hair with Kool-Aid and all this shit. And we're just like, who the fuck? Get the fuck away from me with that shit. And at the same time telling our kids, you see these fucking dummies? Stay, don't, right? That's how that's what we're supposed to be doing now. And a motherfucker like me, I've been doing this for years now on this YouTube shit with the boxing, right? And now it's recent with everything else with the political stance but with the boxing, I've always been like that. I've been the motherfucker, the senior sitting back and watching these motherfuckers fuck up their own sport, laughing at them and pointing, this is what these videos are. And those that rocked with me for the longest already know what these videos are. And when I make little, little programs like this and I try to break it down to y'all is because some people get to catch up, some people don't, some and so basically when I'm speaking, I do my research, I sit back and I watch. Boxing is boxing entertainment. Okay, boxing entertainment. The way these guys push themselves, example, Gervonta Davis and Adrian Broner supposedly had a scuffle of some sort or whatever, and they let that shit linger for a good 16, 17 hours, and then they oh, that was a lie. That was a fucking lie. So now that it was a lie, what was the purpose and meaning of all that? To sell themselves. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what they fucking do. And it's pathetic. They are literally selling themselves, selling their souls in front of us, bro. Okay, guys, it is what it is. I mean, I like what I'm saying. I may be talking shit about, but this is what's going on, bro. Motherfuckers are selling out for the dollar, telling us there's climate change and all this shit. But meanwhile, they just bought houses and fucking mansions in the places where they're saying climate change started. What the fuck? No, they're just trying to clear us out so they can have all of it. And it's the same thing with boxing. They're trying to clear out all the good fucking fighters and all the hardworking fighters. And look, they just bribed a number one fighter that we thought that was going to be a fucking a legacy fighter, and he just took a strap like a fucking sellout, and that's Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. Now we shall observe the path and the road that Lomachenko takes. Because if he ain't gonna be fighting hard with that bullshit fucking LMLOP title, son, then there's no reason to watch you. There's no reason for you to get. I don't give a fuck if you're signed on the fucking top rank. You know what I mean? And top rank right now for them with me, their only hope for me staying on their flagship is with Terrence Bud Crawford. And I'm glad that Terrence Bud Crawford said, that ain't for me. You can keep that shit. But the rest of these niggas just taking titles, and the rest of these niggas just fucking fixing fights and taking your hard-earned dollars, son. I think y'all need to stand up on stilts, on stairways, on fucking banisters, whatever the fuck you need to stand up and holler, or soapbox. I don't give a fuck. Just stand up and don't stand. fight for this shit, bro. You guys like working long hours and putting in extra hours and giving these motherfuckers your money? And what's more valuable than all of that is your time. Is your time. That's an hour and like 36 minutes you will never get back. This is why I stopped doing that shit as well. You know how much, you know how many productive things I've done that ever since I stopped watching this bullshit era of boxing when it wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, relevant. When it was irrelevant, I take a peek in to see, am I missing anything? And go to credible news sources, and no, I'm not missing anything. And just a week, a month, 3 months doing it, fuck that. Peeking in and out, but nah. Then when something comes up, stay behind it. That's what I do now. Because my time and attention, dude, I've earned more money wasting my time and attention on other things than fucking with this boxing shit where these niggas are lying. You know, before it was worth used to make money off this, you know, and it's not even off the videos and stuff like that. No, you know, t-shirts and hats and shit. Now you can't even do that. Can't even do that. Can't even do that because everybody's too busy. Not even buying from other places. Not even that. That shit would have made perfect sense. But no, it's not even that. You want to know what the stupidest thing that wasting their time and placing their attention on that fighter like a Canelo to push and say he's an all-time great, the greatest Mexican fighter to ever fucking live, which is fucking blasphemy. That's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I decided, you know what? I will swing my saber when they are in front of me. I am no longer hunting for niggas like this. And this stopped a long time ago. This is why. So I think you guys should do the same thing. You know what I mean? You know, you can still love boxing. You still can be a real boxing head, but you need to step away from this shit and show these motherfuckers as well that no, what you're giving me is not boxing. You're giving me boxing entertainment, and I don't need that shit right now. And that's what you should be telling these guys, man. That's what I'm telling them. That's my, you know what I'm saying? That's my message. I'm tired of this shit, you know? Without Bronson case says, what do you think of that two early stoppages? Well, one was credible, one wasn't. I just got to say it like that. But at the same time, I just stoppages in boxing. I would say about 3 years ago. Remember that, or 2.5 years ago, them shits were looking funny to us, right? Right, Bronson? Shit was looking funny to us. The way they would stop a fight so early and so easily, right? I'm not even gonna front, and a lot of Joshua fans are gonna hate me for this. But even the Joshua Klitschko fight, like like Joshua wasn't even fucking hitting. Joshua wasn't even hitting Klitschko like that, and the ref stepped in and stopped the fight. That's what Klitschko looked at him, and I was like, "What the fuck?" You know? Sank says, blasphemy to the 10th power, brother. Canelo isn't even on Juan Manuel Marquez's level. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of things that these fighters have not done. So at the end of it, when they try to put that picture up with that frame, there's going to be missing pieces to their puzzle, son. I'm not good. We're not going to understand it. This is why in a debate I eat niggas easily, son, because you're gonna debate against credentials, against motherfuckers who are ducking and dodging shit that brings them credentials. Really, really, really. So you got a butter knife, nigga. I got a lightsaber. How you coming at me like that, right? It's retarded, guys. It's like the thing with the Thurman and Pacquiao. I said that Pacquiao, and I'm still saying it, can fuck any of these boys up, son. The only one that probably give him problems is Terrence Bud Crawford. Pacquiao destroyed these niggas, right? How are you gonna argue with me and say that a dude who's been fucking inactive for 2.5 years then comes back? Okay, he injured himself in this Pacquiao fight as well. Comes back, has a hard time with a mediocre fighter in Josecito Lopez, bro. And you fucking fighting with me, swearing up and down that. And I'm telling you, Pacquiao is going to destroy Thurman because Thurman and none of these boys have ever seen a Pacquiao. Pacquiao has seen all of these fight styles, man. If it would be the same thing if Floyd Mayweather was had Pacquiao's gift, let's just say, you know what I'm saying, and durability and was fighting instead of Pacquiao. Floyd Mayweather too would be in there for, you know what I'm saying? So it's just getting to the point that, to respect someone, a grandmaster, because that's what Manny Pacquiao is at this stage. He's a grandmaster. So was Bernard Hopkins. So was Roy Jones Jr. You know what I'm saying? So was Sugar Ray Leonard at the time when he faced Danny Lalonde and took his fucking titles, right? After getting like double attrition in that fight. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. You mean to tell me that those hard fights were fought for nothing? Those examples were set to just ignore? Really? We're supposed to just ignore these fucking warriors and these gladiators who showed us the fucking ways and methods of how to of the arts of fisticuffs. Like, really, we're supposed to really do that, right? We're supposed to forget about Sandy Sadler, who has like the most highest fucking boxing rate ever, bro, in fucking boxing. If you look at his fucking record, we're supposed to just forget about shit like that, right? We're supposed to forget about Jack Johnson, right? And out of ring, we're supposed to forget about him. We're supposed to forget about a lot. We're supposed to forget about Robinson. Pep. We're supposed to forget about Colin Basilio, the onion farmer. We're supposed to forget about what he did and exactly why the mob had to straighten out and sold their contracts and shit like that. We're supposed to forget about that. We're supposed to forget about that because you guys believe in boxing, hip hop, boxing, WWE, entertainment. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? What I'm saying, Tyson Fury being in the WWE right now solidifies exactly what I'm saying. Most of y'all may not like it, but you know what? You need to sit the fuck back and eat any type of popcorn that you like, bro, and just fucking just watch the show. Watch the show. These motherfuckers are trying to erase the past, trying to erase the hardship of boxing, just to fucking make it look like they are the ones that created the sport somehow or took it to another level. Boxing has not been taken to another level except by certain individuals. By certain individuals, and there are a lot of individuals within divisions that have the gift to transcend the fucking sport, but they refuse not to. Look, fucking Lomachenko was one, and now that he just took a title, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to keep fucking giving this dude fucking praise. We're supposed to give him the same praise as to him fighting hard. And now that we know that his fights are going to be a bit easier now, we're supposed to say, go Loma. No, fuck no. You sold out right in front of us. The moment you took that and said, yeah, no, fuck you, dude. And that's the way it is. The hardships of boxing, and it's coming from fight fans. Fight fans back then were critical, but they were fucking correct. Okay? With their fucking critical way of criticizing their fighters and the managers. We didn't even have to talk about fucking corrupt fucking boxing. How do you call that? Hold on for a second. I gotta look for the fucking wire for my computer. We didn't have to worry about none of that. None of that shit where the fucking fighters are just basically. We have to worry about the fighters just basically selling out and say, oh, you have to speak to my manager. You gotta speak to my manager. How the fuck is it I gotta speak to my manager? If it's gonna be me, if it's gonna be me and you, I'm talking to you. Your promoter, your manager They work for you. For you. You tell your promoter, make that fight. Your promoter's job is to make that fucking fight, son. Within other details, it's his job to promote it. It's his job to put it out there. It's his job to fucking bring the tickets to the fucking wherever the fucking venue is. It's his job. That's his job. Your job is to know what the fuck you're getting, making sure this nigga get it for you. Prepare yourself for the fight. 3 months. And these guys aren't gonna do that. And then let me tell you, I wiped my ass with today's boxing fans, bro. I wiped my ass with them because you guys are asking questions like why does it was on regular militants video and shit, the moistest, go check them out, man, the moistest era ever. And you actually had a fucking dummy asking why training camp had to be 2.5 to 3 months. And it's like, like these guys expect to just, okay, I'm gonna take this fight, and a week later or a month later, they're gonna know you gotta prepare. You know what I'm saying? You gotta condition yourself. You got those 36 minutes, bro. That shit is no fucking joke, bro. That shit is no joke. Shit is no joke. Even MMA fighters can't fucking handle boxing. You know what I mean? And I gotta agree with regular militant. This is the moistest fucking boxing era. Now, I know, coming from some fighters, possibly gonna tell me and other uploaders shit like, the fuck, I've competed before. But you're probably gonna tell us what the fuck, just like you've told reporters who've made a profession on, reporting other fighters that came before you that were greater than you, and all of a sudden, because you caught and you ran into their criticism, you want them to, like, all of a sudden stop. Like when Floyd Mayweather was criticized by Merchant, and all of a sudden, you don't know shit about boxing, blah blah blah. Okay, right? Shit like that. HBO should fire you. Why? Because he told you exactly what you're hearing in the background. See what I mean? Shit like that. Like, a lot of these fighters can't handle criticism. They want you to fucking, you know what I'm saying, have a foreskin saddle, and you know what I'm saying, they want you to ride a dick, son. They want you to, yeah, I'm the best in the world. That's right, he's the best in the world. Get the fuck out of here. No, I mean, niggas, there's one particular motherfucker out there that was sucking Errol Spence Jr.'s dick, bro. Following him everywhere, catching, oh, there he goes, there he goes. There he goes, the welterweight champion of the world. Only when he was holding the IBF. I mean, sucking his dick, son, to a point that it got into a situation between him and Errol Spence Jr. that someone said and sabotage that it's just got crazy. Like, it's just fucking, it's ridiculous, bro. Yes, boxing journalism did die with Burt Sugar. You're absolutely right, Sanctus. You're absolutely right, bro. You know what I mean? And with Howard Cosell. You know what I'm saying? And Howard Cosell. So it like I said, man, agendas and all that shit. This is exactly what we're getting. And Golden Boy is just another pair of motherfuckers who have agendas, who just want to be the cream of the crop and are willing to do anything to sell you anything to make you believe everything that they're selling. That's what they're all about. But meanwhile, when you look at Top Rank and other, promotions, when they put their fight cards out there, motherfuckers leave with contusions. They leave with motherfucking all types of fucking. And I'm not saying that it's supposed to be like that, but I mean, let's be realistic. It's a full contact sport. What are you expecting? A kiss, right? A fucking glitter star. I mean, if you're throwing punches at someone at the same time they're throwing punches at you, shit is gonna happen. You're gonna break something. You're gonna bleed something. You're gonna get concussed. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You volunteered for this. You signed waivers for this. You know what the fuck it is. You've got a license for it. So, for Christ's sake, how, how is it that people have a fucking driver's license, and even if they don't feel like driving today, tomorrow, or the next day, or yesterday or the day before, they still get in the car and drive well. Why is it that you motherfuckers have fucking boxing licenses and you guys don't box well? The fuck is going on, son? Is that not your job, son? Because from what I'm looking at, if this was a labor, well, it is a labor job because you are using your hand. But if this was some skilled labor shit, like you guys would be the ones that would put in out of 8 hours, 10 hours, you probably would put in maybe 4 or 5 hours the most, bro. And then go find some spot somewhere to go fucking disappear the rest of the day and lay out. That's the metaphor. That's what I'm using. That's the analogy I am using. This is what I'm using to show you motherfuckers exactly your job performance. You know what I'm saying, Rilo? What's going on? Rilo says when the boat is in the middle of the ocean and is going down, you can only dive off the side, not go down with the golden boy. Exactly, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice, Rilo, if you notice, everybody, Canelo and Oscar had a little tiff. Like they were, you know what I'm saying? Something was going on. They had a little fucking splatter going on, and this ain't the first time. I was always one to say that Canelo should have left fucking Oscar a long time ago, about 5 fights ago. About when Oscar ordered him not to, you know what I'm saying, to drop the WBC and not fight GGG when it was, ready. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. It's sad, but that's basically what they're bringing us. That's what they're bringing us, and we just got to say to ourselves, you know what? This is not worth it. Otherwise than that, I'm your boy Jay Cotto, aka Jay Wick, aka Baba Yaga, signing off and getting ready to go to the plantation. But otherwise than that, man, this has been your coffee and boxing. God bless each and every one of y'all. I'll see y'all soon, man. You guys take care of yourselves, and God bless. Stay vigilant. Peace, guys.